feast. All you wounded and weak, come and receive the bread of life. Bread of life. Come to the feast, from the greatest to the least. Drink and believe the blood of life. The blood of life. And the memory of who I was fades away in the arms of love. Watch my fears come undone like a thief on the run from the unrelenting heart of God. Come to the table, all you broken and unable. We're beggars to be made whole again. Made whole again. And come to the table, empty-handed and grateful. Taste and see the goodness of the Lamb, the great I am. And the memory of who I was fades away in the arms of love. Watch my fears come undone like a thief on the run from the unrelenting heart of God. From the unrelenting heart of God. We're all dry bones, longing for a Savior, waiting for the God of life to put us back together. We're all dry bones, longing for a Savior, waiting for the God of life to put us back together. We're all dry bones, longing for a Savior, waiting for the God of life. And the memory of who I was fades away in the arms of love. Watch my fears come undone like a thief on the run from the unrelenting heart of God. From the unrelenting heart of God. All the poor and powerless, and all the lost and lonely, and all the thieves will come confess and know that you are holy, and know that you are holy.
Hello, today I'm going to show you how to make a quick and easy meal using my pasta sauce. And now that the kids are back in school, you may not have a lot of time for meal prep, but this meal will take you no longer than 20 minutes. And it's baked in gnocchi. And it's a hard word to say in Italian. The G is a terrible vowel or consonant to pronounce in Italian, but it's gnocchi. This way you sound intelligent, gnocchi. So the ingredients that you need, either one of my pasta sauces, the divine tomato basil or the spicy arrabbiata sauce, some fresh Parmesan cheese, some shredded mozzarella, potato gnocchis. You could also use ricotta gnocchis, the ones with the cheese. They're much lighter. These are quite heavy. Some fresh basil, and if you want, some bread. We'll start with washing our hands according to COVID laws, right? That Nurse Shannon taught me. So 20 seconds. Do your palms first. Then you do spiders. Then you do hugs. Then you do dough balls. Then you wash your thumbs, and then you get your wrists. And we should be good to go. Now the first thing we'll be doing is, obviously we have to heat the water. Gnocchis cook very quickly, no more than 2 minutes. Heat the water and wait until it's a little bit warm before you salt it, because otherwise if it's cold you'll pit the bottom of your pot. Okay. I'm going to use 2 of these, but one is good for probably 4 or 5 people since they're quite heavy. This is about a little more than a pound package. And then in a separate bowl you could place the pasta sauce depending on which one you want to use. Do we want to use the basil or the spicy?
Spicy. Spicy.
Okay. And you don't really have to heat it up, just making sure it's room temperature, and that should be fine. I pour about half of the jar in there, and then we'll see how much more we need once we cook the pasta. Again, really, this just takes almost as long as it is to boil the water, and then what we're going to do is afterwards put it in the oven to melt the mozzarella. So big gnocchi with mozzarella, Parmesan, and some fresh basil. What I like to do is just break the gnocchi apart because sometimes they stick. And they just cook better if they're not stuck. And we're good to go with the water. So again, 2 minutes at the most. And how you'll know they're done is you'll watch, they'll start to float. Just give it a quick stir so they don't stick to the bottom of the pan or the pot. So now you can see the gnocchi are starting to float to the top. And as soon as the majority of them get to the top, they'll be finished. And then you drain the pasta. Sometimes when I go out to eat and I order pasta, you could tell it's not very well drained and it has a real starchy taste to it. So you want to make sure you get most of the water off. That's good. Then you're going to dump it right into the sauce. Mix it. So that was about a half a jar. That's almost pretty good. You don't want it to be swimming in the sauce, to just coat everything. And that's the other thing with pasta is once you cook it, you have to immediately coat it with the sauce. Some people put it to the side and put the sauce on the side. That doesn't work because the hot pasta will absorb the sauce nicely. And once pasta gets cold, it'll start to get soft and it won't absorb. Then I'm going to mix in the mozzarella, the shredded mozzarella. Again, you could do it according to taste, depending on how cheesy you like it. This is about 2 cups. Now that's starting to get nice and cheesy. And then I grate some fresh Parmesan cheese in it. That'll just give it a better taste because mozzarella is pretty bland. A couple pieces of basil in there. And then place it in a pan that you could place in the oven. See, that fit perfectly. Even it out. And then you want to add some mozzarella on top, pretty good bit. And make sure you preheat your oven. I heated this to 325. Okay. And then you're going to put it in, and you're just going to put it in for long enough for the mozzarella and the cheese on top to melt. All right, so now we're just about done. Cheese is melted on top, and we'll take it out. As you can see, the cheese got nice and melted on the top. And it's all ready to go. Baked gnocchi with mozzarella and Parmesan cheese and some fresh basil. And we still even have about not quite a half a jar left of the pasta sauce. You could keep that in the refrigerator and it'll keep for about a week. And you could use it again in a few days. So there it is, a quick, easy meal. Didn't even really take 15 minutes to make when you think about it. So if you want the recipe, it'll be on our website, or just watch the video. It's pretty simple. So enjoy and buon appetito.